Cycling adventure number 3. Another urban escape. This time we're kind of heading southeast from Bristol in the direction of Bath, following the River Avon. So start with the Keynsham River Trail, which is a really beautiful off-road section. Lovely way to leave the city if you're heading in that direction. And then a bit of ducking and diving to get into and through Keynsham. And then pick up a lot of lanes and off-road sections as we kind of loosely follow the River Chewy back to the west, before kind of heading back north, up and over Dundry Hill, and back into the city. Should be good. And that's the end of the Keynsham River Trail. Come out by the old Lock and Weir / the Checkers. I don't know if that's 2 pubs or if that's 1 pub and it's got an old name and a new name. I'm not really sure. You know, and all the time I think I've been cycling this route, I don't think I've ever stopped in there for a pint, and it does look really nice. But I think I've only ever done it either by myself. I'm never sure about going in a pub by yourself. It's a bit of a slippery slope, isn't it? Or it's the wrong time of the day. And now, even though I've been up for hours anyway, at least it's only 10 AM, so not really an option. Okay, we dropped down to the village of Woolard, and the stream you can see behind me is the byway. I'll go in a bit closer. I don't know if you can see that, but that is pretty deep, and it sometimes flows quite fast. It's pretty benign today, but still, I ain't cycling through it. Luckily, there is an alternative, and it's just in this direction. There is it's a footpath, so you've got to kind of either be able to manipulate your bike through that kissing gate, or just lift it over the 5-bar farm gate, which is next door. I think I'll do the latter, and then it's just a quick yomp through the field, and you can pick up a proper trail on solid ground just at the top end of the byway. This is a great little climb away from the stream, heading up from the River Chew up to the farmland above Pensford. Starts very narrow. You can see by now it's got a bit wider. It's a lovely, smooth, firm gravel surface. dropping down to the River Chew for the penultimate time today. I feel like we've crossed it a few times already. This one's very pretty. This is just a very idyllic little stone humped bridge and one or two little farm buildings. So I'll keep the camera rolling. I take back what I said about the bridge. It's not humped, it's flat, but hey, it's still very pretty. This is Dundry Hill Lane, linking Chewy village and Pagans Hill. Kind of comes out towards the top of Pagans Hill. In a moment, you kind of switch from this kind of stony, muddy track through to farmyard tarmac. I don't know what they feed the cows at this farm, but if it's wet and they've been through recently, oh my god, does it smell. That doesn't look too bad at the moment. Turned off the idyllic smooth tarmac, wildflower hedgerow part of Littleton Lane and heading towards, well, firstly a dead end for this tarmac road, and then we've got the steep, uneven, rocky off-road climb of the other Littleton Lane up towards Dundry Village. Okay, this is where it really starts. Like most of the Dundry climbs, road or off-road, climbs in steps. A relatively flatter section at the moment, so I thought I'd talk before we get on to the horrible bit. And still it goes on. I feel the top is imminent. I've descended from Dundry and heading back into Bristol now on the Metro bus route. You can tell I'm heading north because I picked up that headwind again. It's been a cracking route today, really enjoyed it. About 50-50 mix, I would say, between tarmac and off-road. and I really do feel like I've done a bit of everything. Highlight, probably, I love Sandy Lane between Stanton Drew and Chewy Magnet. It's quite sort of fast and random, which I think is quite good for a gravel bike. And it's always good fun to come up and over Littleton Lane. Always a sense of achievement when you get to the top. Okay, thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.